G'day guys, welcome back to Wombat Gaming. Today is the day of liberation. I've just finally decided I'm going to just do this. We are going to liberate at least this town of Haerndean. We may attempt Padstow. We'll see how we go. We're kind of still working. We've got a little bit of, just a little bit to go on there. What we got, 150. I am building something to get that done, a drinking stand, but we have essentially met all the requirements of Haerndean completely, other than liberation. So yeah, we're fully maxed out now. Some tips too. I kind of, this is something I'm not sure if it was in the before the patch, but there are level 3 players you can hire in the town so long as you max out this particular thing here. So as long as you get friendship all the way to the end and become protector, whether you liberate or not, the only ones you're restricted from getting are these ones with a little like symbols next to them. They're apprentices. But they say this lady here, we could probably hire her if once we got this to that there. So just a little tip there. So you can actually get there faster if you want to. I've got a little bit to go before I can get this one, but I could start building improvements in that village as well. So what I've done is, I'm not sure if this is going to be the correct way or not. We don't have obviously the mechanics to send via the ship, because you need a ship. I think you need something in, let's have a look, a special, it's kind of weird. They've put this, where is it? There's a few things they've put in here, like food seller we want an innkeeper, but that's kind of like a bit far off I think at the moment. Yeah, so the river dock, now they've put it into this section, and you need an apprentice carpenter for that. So Haerndean at the moment presently, let's have a look. Okay, I'm not 100, blacksmith possibly, farmer definitely. Yeah, so blacksmith, farmer, and a weaver I'd say. So we don't have the option there for and then we have yeah, we have a woodsman and not sure. Yeah, anyway, I'll have to go and have a look and see what they are. But anyway, we're off to take that main town. Now, I have set up, I've got a few waypoints around the place, or I should say fast travel points. So I've got this one here, and I've put down just a small storage container and made it its own, designation as far as, so no one will walk to it, and I can just put stuff in it. So I put some food in it just in case you run into food. I think food's going to be the biggest problem getting across the map with the army. It's nighttime and everyone's going to sleep, and we have a sizable let's have a look. Go to a settlement, a sizable amount of people. As you can see, we have 5, 10, 15, 20 plus people, and we've got some pretty decent people in there as well. So you have a look, we've got some really good stats in regards to, like sword. You can see these people through here. Through some quests, we managed to pick up a couple. This guy, Oliver Gladstone, is pretty awesome. Yeah, so there's a few people in there. There's a mixed bag. There's some people that aren't so good. So like this person here. But they've got really good hunting and cooking skills. So it's like we're going to hang on to them anyway. So anyway, that's where we're at. And we are basically just going to sleep the night away and see how we go. So stay tuned, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will get into this. All right, we are day 58. We got 4 days to winter, so that's why I planned it to happen kind of now and not wait, because I don't want to march in winter. Desperately, if I run into trouble, I could always use berries for people. So now we're going to form up an army. We'll do it here, I think, and that way we can check if they need food and stuff. I'm going to essentially just add everybody. I think that's just the way, and just see if we can get across with everybody. I have set up some actual things in here. I started to work on staging ground. I'm not sure if I'm doing it correctly, but I have like archers, made them marksmen. Yeah, you can customize gear sets, so I have sort of started to fiddle around with that. I've made an archer one, but I think I might wait till I get to T3. There's a lot of mucking around in here, so you have to add a weapon, primary and a secondary. Then you got to like pick the helmet that you want to give them. You can't just put medium helmets or heavy, but you have to select one. See, so and I don't really, I guess, need So I could remove that, and then they don't really need... Yeah, so then you can make a second one as 2 sort of thing. So anyway, that's how you do it. I haven't really gone through and set it all up as yet. Oh, we are the protector of Padstow now as well, so that's come through. So we essentially can go to Padstow and liberate it there as well. So if we want to march on our way back, we could probably do that. We have the ability now to hire this young lady without having to liberate Fanny, and then we'll take a look at the others. I've gotten a fair amount of renown. I've been saving up. I've been knocking off all the bandits in the area, pretty much clearing out from all the way from kind of here all the way through. You can see that whole air region now is clear, except for this area over here. So yeah, it's been a bit of a slow process, but it's been building up my renown, so we can hire a couple of people off the bat and get a couple of apprentices going, so we can start researching, because researching at the moment, I'm pretty much done. There's not a lot of stuff that I could really bother to be doing other than things I need apprentices for. All right, let's get this army together. We'll just create a army, and we're just going to add everybody to it. And I'm sure we're going to lose people. It'll be interesting to see where this works. We are a fair distance away from... Are they going to the barn? It's interesting to see whether... Now, I will order them to go to the barn and see if anybody needs to get anything different out. There's a few better weapons in there, so we'll see if they take them. It'll be interesting to see whether they do or not. It looks like a few people are changing out stuff, maybe. I think this is interesting. This lady here, what's her strength? Is at 4, so why is she's not getting new gear? I'm not sure why. I definitely have gear for her in here. Not a lot of gear, but we'll take some gear. We'll just put it on her. I'm not sure why she's not taking the gear. Like she's the only one that isn't doing it. It's alright, well, just change her out. Actually, I'll put those ones on instead, and gloves. She took a helmet. That's interesting. She's got a helmet, but not that. All right, so we'll get them all geared up as far as food goes. It's our barn is a little bit tucked up in there, which is annoying. I might move food down to this area and put it here next to the staging ground, just to make it a little bit easier, I think, as well. Interesting to see how much food they're actually carrying. See, yeah, see, that's annoying. Oh, maybe she hadn't gotten food. Let's have a look. Maybe that's something that I need to edit in presets. That's that thing with the footman one. Doesn't look like you can add food or edit this at all, actually. So in here, let's have a look. No. So not sure if anyone's got any tips there in regards to food. Whoops. Let me know, because yeah, see, they're only grabbing one piece of food. This person's got no boots on at all.
Wherever you go, I'm ready.
Or clothing. Okay. It's annoying. So let's get this person some clothes. I would have assumed that
anything you command. I'm ready.
by setting them up in a certain way. She is a footman. She's actually a reservist as well, so anyway, all right, we're gonna start marching and just see how we go. I guess we'll get across the map. I'll cut out all the boring bits. I wonder if I can get them to grab some food off that. All right, no. All right.
Move! Move! Follow my lead.
We had to move the lumberjack too. Was on that hill over there, and you can see completely farmed out. So we do need to get the ability to plant trees again. I just got to keep an eye on their food levels, I'm guessing. So I'm going to cut through the bush over this way. There's plenty of berries in the area, so hopefully we can just stock up on berries. At least that's something, and then I can get them to that area where we have stored some meat and things. We've got 17 plus companions at the moment. Let's see. Now, I guess there's an option in settings for those who want to muck around with it. If you are worried about it, you can adjust the food settings, I believe. Like you can lower the duration of food, make it last longer, stuff like that, hunger levels. There's lots of options like that, so. How we go? We're a little bit spread out. We've got some wolves in here. It's all right, we don't really want to worry about the wolves. We can get down to the road down here. There's a lot of berries in this area, so get them to collect some berries. Oh, there's a lot of wolves over there. All right, we might continue this way. Oh, I took care of that wolf pretty quick. All right, we're going to keep going. All right, we're halfway. We could liberate Padstow first if we wanted to, but I think what's going on? Oh, they're a bit slow. Okay. Because it's pretty close, but I think we'll just do that on the way back. We'll liberate both towns, so.
Follow me.
Alright. Well, they're a little slow. It's the only downside. Still, it's plus 17, which is good, so no one's fallen off yet. So I made sure that the meats and stews and things were at the top of their... like in the #1 priorities in the barn, the storage. I believe... Correct me if I'm wrong. I've heard that through some testing through, I think, Christy on her channel plays. She suggested that, so I followed that along and see if that works. I would like to know how we can get more than one food type into the inventory, though. Maybe that's something I need later on. I haven't actually looked at that yet. But anyway, they don't have a consumed food section like me for some reason, so... Or do they? No, they do. Oh, look, I'm looking in the wrong section. All right, they did grab everything. That's great. Okay, so I'm an idiot. All right, good thing I was looking in the wrong section. I was looking in storage. So we're pretty cool as far as food goes. You can see it definitely lasted all this way. There's the storage box for the food. We could use that on the way back for Padstow if they need the food. We're nearly there. All right, I'll cut out the running to the town and we'll continue on. All right, we have a raid expected. It's tomorrow, thankfully. We've just made our way to the main town. Just waiting for all this slow runners to catch up. We've got quite a few stragglers, actually, so this person is like way back. We're not going to wait for these two. I think I'll just wait for the main body of people to get here.
Stop wandering around.
It's going to get them up into this area, and then we are going to trigger and build the bell tower up. So we'll just wait till this large group. We've got 2 or 3 stragglers might make it, so we'll just wait till this larger group gets up in here. Now I did on my first playthrough before this major patch do this with, I think, half this number, maybe a little less than half, and I don't think they were this well geared either. So, all right, we're looking pretty good. We're going to talk to this guy.
From the kingdom, there's always something.
Oh, okay.
How can I help you, sir? The time has come. The people of Haerndean will march with you and accept you as our protector. What would you say?
I'm ready to help.
Thank you. This action will place everyone in serious... Wisdom must... They will come, first to collect their blood tax. Good. The louder our defiance, the harsher...
All right. So, all right. So it's interesting. On my original playthrough, after talking to him, that would have triggered. So maybe the bell tower triggers it now. Like, or if they've gone completely. Okay.
Seeking something specific?
No, they're still here. I don't know. We could take them on and just go. Let's just kill them all. Yeah. All right. Where are we? We got a few this way. And then we'll build a bell tower. So let's just liberate the town. I'm not sure. That was pretty easy. All right. Couple more over this way. All right. Easy. All right, cool. All right, well, that was easy done. We just need to get the bell tower built now, which is going to be a bit of a problem because I don't have all the resources we need to build it. And yeah. All right, so village.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Maybe, oh, I'll just see. We'll just put the construction site down. We should have probably just, what do we need for this? We have logs, rope, wood, wooden planks. All right, we're going to run through Hadstow. Says it's still occupied by brigands. We've got a lot of dropped loot on the ground. Okay, so that has changed since the last time I played through, so it'll be interesting to see whether or not, yeah, we're going to go through Padstow and clear that out and see what happens as well. All right, we've made our way over to Padstow as well. We might as well on the way back, so we're going to talk to the elder here. I'm pretty sure we can trigger the bell tower here as well. We do need to build them, and
Lord's men don't care for our chatter.
You've got. What's your next step? Will you before we this action?
all right, so we've triggered that here as well. We'll build the bell tower. Doesn't really matter where we build it, I guess. Need some flat ground. There we go. Let's put it in a field there. All right, so that's done, and we basically just need to make our way back and get the night away. Hey, yeah, I'm sure I looked at my old playthrough just then just to check I wasn't going crazy, but yeah, when you spoke to him originally, it would just basically trigger the revolt straight away, and the guards would attack you. This time it doesn't happen. Essentially, you've got time. You got to basically build it. So if I keep all these guys out here overnight, it's going to take forever. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back, continue on with the day, and see how we go at tomorrow. These towers should be built. We'll march our armies up there and take them. All right, we are back at the main settlement. I didn't disband the army because they actually get back here quicker if they follow me. So I made them run. The vast majority of them are coming into the camp now, so I can disband the army if I want to. And we got over army, so yeah, you can see once you do that, they just start walking even up the hill there. So anyway, we're good to go. We'll they got a bunch of stuff on them, berries. We got a lot of berries now, so they're just going to offload them and get back to work. We might continue to clear. We've got a little bit of dilemma going on now. Unfortunately for us, we have a raid coming in tomorrow, and we've only got, what was it? I think it was 3 days to winter. So we do definitely need to take those two towns before winter. I don't want to march my guys across. Although they didn't seem to suffer, they seemed to keep, like the food didn't seem to be a problem at all. Actually, I think I only eat one of the pieces of meat that they were given to get across town. That's certainly improved, although I did try to attempt that with a really bad quality food in the first playthrough when I did this. So yeah, some of the things I have been doing, just to give you a heads up on, I guess we've had to move, yeah, as I said, the lumberjack up to the hill there, which has been annoying. I have started to I'll build another barn, I think, over here. Well, I do want food cellar eventually, but I will build another barn in here just for the food. I think possibly for the army. Like, it's not a priority. Like, maybe we'll just leave it. Heads around why they're not taking better equipment would be good. Don't know. She's level 4 strength. She should certainly be able to take a helmet and She took everything else. She could have taken better pants. Let's get her to just follow me for a second. Yeah, so she didn't.
Just give the word, I'm ready.
She's a reservist. She is definitely selected as marksman. Now, the problem, I guess, with marksman is it's a default one. So maybe... Or head slot. See, that's kind of weird. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so that's probably why she's not upgrading her gear. She's just getting medium armors and clothing for the head slot for some reason. So I do need to work on all of the... create new, I guess, presets for everybody. An archer would be good. And then I can get the gear on them that I want on them. So, although I have a mixture of types of gear at the moment. What else have we done? We have, other than clearing all the bandit camps out, we have built a couple of more storage barns. We were running out of room in those. And we did set up a... I'm not sure if I did this in the last one. We've got a couple of little outposts going as well now. Where are we? Blackridge. I'm all over the place here. Up here. So we did manage to find a peat location that wasn't too risky. So, yeah, so we essentially set up a little camp here. This one here is collecting peats, and then we also have cranberries in the area. It looks like a little bit of moss is being collected there too, and river reeds definitely. So we have 2 river reed collections. We could probably disband this group one over here maybe, because we have plenty of river reeds at the moment now. I will hang on to it just in case we need it for the next tier. We got rid of all our low class housing and put some nice housing in for everybody. So that's the other thing that we've done. And essentially, like I said, we're just stuck on research now. So we really want to get some things opened up that we can't open. But the apprentice inn with tavern would be super handy. And then the innkeeper, of course, for the food seller. So we do need that apprentice innkeeper. Now, on the last, I'm not sure, I haven't looked at the last playthrough. I do believe it wasn't Bradford, but we'll have a look. Yeah, I'm not sure. Sorry, I can't remember what the cross is. But I know I used to be able to get one at Farnsworth. Now the innkeeper's there. That's the jug. Okay, so Farnsworth is my best option for the innkeeper, but I think by not building my base up here, you can see that I'm so much closer to Farnsworth. So we have a straight shot at it. We're kind of in the middle, which is good.
Make a small city there, don't
And let's have a look over here. Yeah, it's just going to give us a mixture. And we've got this kind of like engineering looking symbol that's new over here as well. So we've got a few things to do. I did realize we just left all the loot on the ground back up here. So I'm going to go and collect that loot. And tomorrow when the morning awakens, we are going to take on a liberation. Alrighty, we have day 59 and we should be ready to do both of the... Now, the only hassle we've got is we've got a raid expected today. So, now, interestingly enough, that didn't get built overnight. I did sleep tonight to speed it away. I couldn't collect this stuff too. I went back there and the brigands were already back. So, maybe we shouldn't have probably attacked the brigands. Now, all these goods are supposed to transfer over. Yeah, they have. Okay, so we're just waiting on the villagers to build it. So that shouldn't take too long. I think we'll get our army together and start moving towards Padstow at least and see if we can take these 2 cities. We are going to get our army ready. We're just going to start dragging people across. We have a reservist section already set up, so we do need to fix... yeah, fix that. So I'll bring everybody in, and then I'll actually... add the people that aren't in it. I think we'll just march our way back over. And they should have... Alright, the bell tower is finished. We'll just make sure everybody's good for food. And Padstows, looks like they completed at the same time. Hopefully this raid doesn't come in today. So I might do a hard save just in case. Alright, we're walking past Padstow, so we're just going to walk on up and see what's going on in there and just see whether this actually has triggered it. So waiting for everybody to kind of like catch up. We've still got our original 17. It looks, got a few stragglers. I'm not sure why they are returning. They are set as a companion.
Follow my lead.
But we've got enough here to do it, so let's just head up here and see how we go. Alright, so there's guards around. No one is actually attacking, so let's go and chat to the elder.
Pleasure to see you.
Seeking something specific. Just ask. I might have it.
Greetings. Your strength fortifies our heart.
Alright, that's a strange one. I'm not sure what is going on. Oh, okay. Alright, we needed to ring the bell. Okay. Let's take care of the brigands that are here.
There's always something.
Where are they all? I've been practicing my sword skills, so as I've been instructed to do so by a couple of people. Thank you to those people that were reminding me that I just needed to... let's see if we can get them to loot. Alright. Alright, so that was it. We have liberated this town. We have a large contingency of people. It won't be, it'll be a while, and we can cut them off now, which is good. So we're going to head to Haerndean and liberate that town. Let's just check this town for a second and make sure it says we... Yeah, we've got a little bit of work to get up to this section here, which is fine. We have to build some things, and I think we just need to build the... Let's have a look. Village items that are going to give us the most trust that we can do. We don't have access to hardwood just yet, so this one gives 200 trust. It's pretty handy actually. So going to build one thing at a time. So let's head across the fields to Haerndean and take on Haerndean. All right, we have a it's always the way. We have a raid incoming. So I'm going to have to run back. I think we have time. Like the raid is over here. I think we might be able to make it back in time. So we're going to run back, deal with this raid because I don't have enough people back at base. In fact, yeah, everybody's decided to join me. So let's send those guys back. Actually, I might make those guards. And we're going to run back and try and fix this situation. It's only 7 guards, but try our best to get back there. Okay, so I decided to fast travel, and then I basically, what I'll do is Interestingly enough, the people that I had as guards have completely disappeared off the map, so I'm not sure what the hell's going on there. They were definitely here, but everybody is still following me, so I'll just have a look at the menu, just make sure that companion. All right, so everybody is set at companion. That was kind of some weird glitch there. I'm not sure what happened, but maybe the time it took me to fast travel, it just works that way. Now they are going to cross this bridge up here. We have, I actually just remembered I've set up a fence because they were continually walking across the bridge and getting killed when they were hunting. So I know it's a bit of, we won't. Yeah, they're going to get stuck on this bridge for sure. So that is a way to glitch it if you want to do it that way. I'll wait till these guys catch up with me, and then we'll take them on. We've got plenty of time, I think. Like I said, I could have left the fence here, but I'm not going to do that. The guys should be strong enough to deal with this themselves now. You can see them crossing over. I'm just going to wait till they get into range, so... I think I'll be taking on the majority of these guys myself, unfortunately, so... They're pretty low level, actually. I'm actually going to be fine, I think. Alright, that was easy. Yeah, these are guys pretty low level. Where is our main army? Okay, it's crossing over down here. So we might actually just go and confront that main army. Cut them off before they head towards Padstow. All right.
Follow me! March onward!
We may need to go back into town just to get our food sorted. Wow, they're taking forever to get here. Gonna work out the direction of the main party. It's across the bridge down here. It looks like it's making its way. Interesting to see. It is heading for Padstow. So I think it would cut through here. So we're going to try and cut it off. How much food do these guys got on them still? They're actually doing pretty good as regards to food still. So what we'll do is we might head out. These guys are going to be a lot tougher. These are going to be brigands. So this is a reclamation party. Actually, I'll grab myself some decent food too. I think I'll use some meat, giving me the best agility. It's for stamina. Yeah, looks like they're coming up that main road, so we're just going to head them off. Let's head there now. All right, we didn't need to meet them, but we've decided to just meet them here on the road. I've divided my guys into a couple of different groups, so I do prefer to have the archers separate. I don't know why they don't separate them in, but anyway, here we go here. So I'm just going to switch back, and here they come. We're way overpowered for this, so we should have done this a long time ago. There we go. We have fended off the first bunch super easy, actually. So let's just so we collect all this stuff, and we have liberated the Padstow. We'll get everybody to follow us. Now we're going to head to Haerndean and do the same thing. They collect everything. Yep, okay. And we're going to head there now. Alrighty, we managed to get everybody across the map okay, and with no like real problems. There's a few injuries from wolves, I'd say, and things like that. So we're going to ring the bell. Everyone's asleep, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens, but we will ring the bell. And here we go. There's a couple of guys close by, so shouldn't be an issue. We've got a reclamation party on the way as well, so let's get up in here and help out. Alright, we got one guy left, I think, and then we're good. Alright, well that was pretty easy, to be honest. Here's the loot. Let's see if we can get these guys. Oh. Get them to collect all the loot in town and save me having to pick it all up. So we have done it on both of them. So now we just got to beat the group that are heading this way. So it'll be interesting to see. That's good. They're going about picking up all the loot for me. So now we're just waiting for that larger brigands party to get over here now. So that is a fair distance away. In fact, that is like coming from like way over here. So yeah, it may be worth even heading back to my settlement and cutting them off again like we did last time, because they are going to take probably a very similar route. Although these guys did take forever to get over here, so it's a real dilemma whether I march them out there or not. I think we will make our way towards them. It's like midnight now. There's no point waiting here for them. It could take forever, so we're going to head towards them. Alright, we're kind of in the same place as we were for the first patrol. We have a small issue. For some reason, some of these guys are, even though they have food, okay, they've headed back because there's a wolf, which is kind of ridiculous. They've all gone back there because they're the same part of the same group, I'm guessing. So and yeah, it looks like that sort of fixed the problem. It was basically just the wolves. We do have a few stragglers, only a couple by the looks, which is good. Doesn't look like we lost anybody along the way. And it looks like the main army is just kind of like cutting through this area like it did last time. And I basically just cut them off again. All right, we ran out the road just a little bit more just to confront them. So we'll put our main force here and our archers at the back. And here they come. Let's go. I don't see this being any more of an issue than last time, so... I think we might have lost one person then. So, yeah, just the one. Interestingly, there were a few injuries, so we will disband the army. Actually, I'm just going to quickly get them to pick up everything that's on the ground. We can find a... And... We'll send them back, although I probably should have TP'd or ran back because they're going to just slowly walk back now. But that's okay. It looks like they almost collected everything here. So that's Liberation. What we're going to do now is we're going to head back to both towns. We've got 20,000 there that we can spend in Renowned. And I think that's everything collected. So we're going to go and collect all that and pick some new apprentices. And yeah, trying to figure out what we're going to do there. So let's head to those towns now. Alrighty, we are at Padstow. We thought we'd just start with the first village, even though we'd liberated it in kind of reverse order. We have some new options on this and Padstow now. So we have this new prosperity bar, and which is pretty cool. So when these obviously make it towards these bars, we get, I guess, more infantry. And you can upgrade them, and we can now trade, which is good. So we can actually sell stuff. It's like we've got first trade increases the prosperity. Okay, so we can sell stuff, which is good. We'll have a look at that in a minute. And we have built all this stuff already. We basically, I think we need to now just raise the prosperity. So we've built structures. We've got a +1,000 safety ratings, not too bad. And prosperity. Okay, so events. Okay, events history last 3 days. It tells you what's happened. Villagers killed. What? 275. Not sure what that's about. Anyway, yeah, that's interesting. I'm not sure what that 275 villagers killed thing means. Surely it doesn't mean they've been killed. Anyway, we now can hire a couple of these. We only probably want one of each to start with. So it looks like we've got a couple of different ones to choose from. We can raise a militia here now too. Just the 5 light infantry. At the moment, that'll cost us 90. So not that we probably need that just yet. We have to build now. So building houses, I think, will increase the amount of people in the village as well as give us prosperity points. So we'll lay down our first house. So we can only do one of these kind of overnight. I'll put one of those down, and the goods should transfer overnight. So let's now take a look.
Our steadfast leader and savior.
It actually is looking fairly scarce in here. You can only see there's a couple of dots in here, which is interesting. So we will, let's have a look again at this map. Let's take a look at this one. What we got here? This is the only one with the hammer symbol. So let's take a look at this guy. You're right, he's all the way up the back there. All right. Whoop. We have Petir.
Your presence instills hope and loyalty. If you've earned the trust of the elder, then that's good enough for me.
All right, this guy's a blacksmith. His stats are really bad. So essentially, we could have a look at Padstow and see if they've got a blacksmith. So what's this? We've got this like hammer symbol here. We've got lots of woodsmen, and then let's get back over here. Yeah, so that is a different symbol. This is the only guy we're really going to be able to get, so we're going to have to probably hire him.
Hello. May your guidance lead us to success.
So terrible stats. Unfortunately,
I'm ready to align with you.
I guess it comes down to what sorts of things we want to build. And we are going to need a blacksmith, I believe. But I think the critical things right now that we don't have access to, because we need to get to Town Hall, this one here. So we do need an apprentice carpenter. So that was, they had them in Padstow. It's what that other hammer was, I guess. So, and then we need wooden planks. Wooden planks was something that was really holding us up. So River Dock. Okay, that's the carpenter as well. All right, just taking a look at the research options I have for buildings at the moment, that things that are holding me back. So we have an innkeeper, which is like near impossible at the moment. We need to go and take a different town. But we do need the farmer and carpenter, and yeah, the farmer and carpenter. So we don't need a blacksmith at this point in time. So I'm not going to hire that guy. We're going to look for carpenters and the farmers, I think, is probably the best way to go. So let's have a look at what farmers we have. These guys are farmers. It'd be interesting. Let's see what this lady is. Let's go and check her out. All right, so she's a weaver, apprentice weaver. Don't need her straight away, but we are going to need an apprentice weaver. She has good stats. It might be worth. So the stats are pretty average actually there as well. She's got increased crafting, but that's pretty much it. So we are not going to hire her. She has got good fighting abilities, but they all have to be upgraded, and they can only go to 4 anyway. So we're going to look at the next one. All right, this is the next apprentice weaver.
If the rest of the village has accepted you, that's good.
Now, she has better stats in fighting. But we're not really after that. We are after this crafting. So 6 to 10 and harvesting to 10. She has a slacker trait, which is not the greatest, but she is the only weaver in town. So we will grab her and send her back to town. All right, we're going to look at the next one, which will be our gardeners. We've got 2 to choose from. Let's take a look at them now.
You, sir.
All right, this is our first one. Let's take a look at the stats.
You've earned the trust of the elder, then that's
Slacker, nearsighted, has a resilient trait. Essentially, again, farming to 8, not the greatest. I would have preferred that to be a bit higher for this kind of renown. So we will look at the other one and see what they're like. All right, this is the second farmer that we have in town. Ultimately, we can take any of these and we can send them back, but there you go. It's like, look at that. So harvesting and farming up to 10, two-handed to 8, which is, you know, it's not too bad, which is good. We do have some good traits here. The only thing is the archery trait, which is no big deal. We're not going to use this person for archery anyway. So definitely worth looking around town, and we're going to hire this person.
What do you need from me?
We will set them up as far as we know that they're good at harvesting and farming, so that's pretty much going to be their only role. So we will put, let's have a look, farming at 1, harvesting at 2. Everything else, I'll just leave that at the moment, and then we can go up, set some more farms up and stuff. I don't think we've done a lot of that at the moment. All right, we're going to head to Padstow now because we pretty much got everybody we need from here. At the moment, we have set up a house down the bottom to be built overnight. That should help with the population. And like I said, we're going to build one thing at a time, and so it's going to basically have to just be overnight. We need to head to Padstow, get another building built there as well, and have a look at who we can hire there as well. All right, we're at Padstow. Now, Padstow is a slightly higher tiered town, so we have slightly different militia recruitment here too. So we've got a couple of light infantry and archer and some couple of heavy infantry we can recruit from here. It's a little bit more money, but that's just something to remember. We can raise a militia here, which is pretty good. And it helps us if we want to disband bayonets and things like that in the area rather than dragging them from our own settlement. Again, we have trading option again, so there's some things that if we run out of, we can actually buy, although we are producing a lot of this stuff ourselves already pretty easily. And we've got a few options in regards to getting some more people, which is good, these huntsmen, and we're going to take a look at, we already looked at Fanny, I'm pretty sure. She can be hired without, she's not an apprentice, but we'll have a look at this one here. Yeah, we'll have a look at that. Let's have a look and see if we can find out what this actually means. Alrighty. Looks like it's probably some sort of carpenter. Yeah, there we go. This is the carpenter. We have a
It's not
couple of
often that a
carpenters to
stranger
choose
comes
from in
If you've earned
town.
the trust of the elder, then that's good enough for me. I'm ready
A
to align with you.
crafting, I would have hoped that a carpenter would have better crafting skills. So this is Sam. So we're going to have a look at the other guys in town and see what they're like. We'll take a look at this lady. She's pretty close.
Come closer.
Some villages are more. I'm not easy. to
Slightly
win over,
better
but gods
crafting,
know
up
you've
to
put in
8.
the
She's got
time and
no
effort.
negative traits too, and renown's quite cheap, which is good to see. Terrible everything else over here. So we just got to remember, I guess, crafting and research are pretty good. Let's have a look at, see whether we can just do a little bit better than her, though. We did have another option. We had Phoebe.
Hey, you.
You're a new face. I've seen the good you've done
And
for this community.
so
and
she's
I
got
want to help.
way better
So yes,
crafting, so she can
I'll
go up
work
to
with you.
10. She's got good hunting skills as well. So if she has better fighting abilities as well. She has the archery skill negative, that's fine. And hunger speed's plus 50, but look, I'm not too worried about that. We do need a crafting up to 10, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to hire her.
Wherever you go, I'm ready.
And we will make her a worker, and then we will, what we had crafting and hunting. So hunting is going to be number 2, but crafting definitely going to be number 1. So send her back.
Glad it's my home.
We need to build some more housing as well. All right, the next one we need to look at is we're going to look at these huntsmen, and let's have a look at Percy. We are running out of renowned. That's the only, we've got probably, hopefully enough for 2 more.
The street. Some villages are more. If the rest of the village.
Okay, so harvesting, okay, shields.
Get to work.
That's pretty much it. He's got the coward trait, which we don't want, so we don't really want Percy. Let's take a look at Justina. I like this town too. Everyone's pretty close together, so we don't have to run all over the place. Find people here, which is good.
Spare a coin for
You're
an
a
old
new
soul.
face. I'm not.
All right, so harvesting up to 8.
know you've put in the
She
time
has
and effort.
archery and agility, so she could make a great archer. She's got movement speed plus 20 as well. So Justina's the best one so far. We are only gaining the harvesting trait. And of course, she's an apprentice. So, all right, so Justina's the best one so far. Let's have a look at, we have quite a few of them in this town. So we have Katrina to look at now. Just saying everybody's nice and close, and she decides to walk to the back of the town.
Some villages are more. I'm not easy.
All
to
right,
win
these are
over.
better stats.
Gods
She
know
has the
you've put in
coward
time and
trait,
effort.
which is
I'm in.
probably she is good at one-handed. So that's going to help, but we're getting the 10 harvesting and the 10 crafting out of this person as well. So it's going to go close on the renowned. We've got one more to look at. Trina. Got this lady called Bess. Okay, so Katrina so far, unless bald-headed Bess here does a really good job.
Bellwright's name will be remembered in this village.
Oh, it looks like you're... Yeah. Here she comes.
It's not often that a string. If the rest of the village has accepted you, that's good enough. for me.
Morale's negative
Let's get to
20. She's got pretty good fighting skills and cooking skills. So it's a real trade-off here, whether we go with the other lady or this one. Yeah, the morale could come back to bite us, but she's got good fighting abilities with shields, and we're going to hire this one. So,
You can count on me.
all right, so as we said, attributes was cooking and harvesting. So we're going to go and put her into cooking 1 for her and harvesting 2. And then we'll send her back. Now we have 4,000 renown left to spend. We could spend it here if we wanted to, but we are kind of running out of like good people. We've gone through all these people. The only person I didn't really look at again was Fanny. Let's have a really quick look at her and see why I didn't hire her originally. They may have just missed her because we didn't get the city to the level that we needed. So let's check her out.
It's not often that if the rest of the village
Alright,
has
so
accepted you, that's
just
good
the
enough for me.
crafting.
Let's get to work.
Everything else is pretty average, to be honest. So I'd rather just keep the renowned anyway. So we're just going to keep that renowned. All right, we're going to head back to the settlement. We're going to have to build some new stuff there. And so we've got a wolf incoming. We need some new houses and stuff like that. So can't even see the thing. Wait till it runs out. Okay, so yeah, we're off to our settlement, start building and starting to organize people. And then I guess the next video that we're going to do is we really want to take Bradford and Farnworth. So they're probably our next two targets. Bradford's going to be the easiest to get to straight up. So we're going to go and have to build some things there and get our level of friendship up there as well. All right, well, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. It's been going for nearly an hour. It's a bit longer today. We've taken 2 towns. So stay tuned for the next video. We're going to work our way towards taking those other 2 towns and see how we go. Make sure you like and subscribe if you are enjoying these, and comment below. It really does help my videos and the algorithm and YouTube and all that sort of stuff. So we'll see you in our next video. Thanks again. Wombat out.
With pixels ablaze and battles untamed, we'll conquer the virtual now.